In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Mr. Donovan.
Mr. Vogel.
No. My name is Shishkin. Ivan Shishkin. I am second secretary here at the Soviet Embassy. It would not be appropriate for Mr. Vogel to join us. He's a German national.
So you are here to...
I'm here to facilitate the meeting.
I'm so confused.
Ha! Yes.
I just wanted to speak to someone who has the authority to make the exchange of personnel. Are you the person to speak to?
Yes. We should talk. Please have a seat. Sit down. So, how did you enter the eastern sector?
By train. The S-Bahn.
And you were alone?
Yup.
And you are credentialed.
Sir, you must know who I am. I am a private citizen. I'm a lawyer from Brooklyn in the United States. I have taken time out of my very busy schedule to support my client, Rudolph Abel. I am authorized to make the exchange of Abel for Francis Gary Powers. I have here a complete authorization for the pardon of all crimes for Abel that will be signed at the time of the exchange. When we make the exchange, everything will be taken care of. That is the only reason that I'm here. I am hopeful and confident that we can make this exchange quickly. Abel for Francis Charles Powers and Frederick Pryor.
We don't have Pryor.
No? No, wait.
I've heard of Pryor, but he is being held in German Democratic Republic. He's not here in the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics.
Okay, well, this is the first problem. Your country names are too long.
If we were to release Powers, it would be to promote goodwill between our countries. It could not be an exchange. Perhaps you could release Abel, and just as a token of goodwill for our friends in Germany, and then a few months later we will release Powers. Now there is a good idea.
That will not work for us at all. This needs to be an exchange. You can call it whatever it is that you like, but an exchange it will be. We can have Abel in 48 hours, but we need to have Powers at the same time.
Yes. Well, we can call this the impatient plan. Huh?
You can call it whatever it is you like.
Well, I will relay your impatient plan to Moscow and see what they say.
I am sick. I just want to go home. I don't live in Berlin.
Yes. Well, let me tell you, they will be suspicious of your impatience. They will think that all the Americans, they have got him. They have got all the information from him. They are looking for a trait of Powers who maybe has not given us any of the information that we would want.
So if Powers had given out all the information he knows, then Moscow would make the trade?
It would not be an equitable trade, sir.
Why wouldn't they? If Abel dies in an American prison, then maybe that'll make the next Russian operative that's captured think twice about deciding to keep his mouth closed. And maybe someday down the road, Abel decides he wants to see the sky again. And then he starts to trade Russian secrets for small American favors.
How can we know such things? You and I. Such little men just doing our jobs.
Just like Lieutenant Powers, he's just
Oh
a
no,
pilot.
Powers was caught making photographs from a plane 70,000 feet in the air when he was shot down. This is my country considers an act of war.
We have to get off this merry-go-round. The next mistake that one of our countries make may be the last. We have to have the conversations that our governments can't.
All right. I will ask Moscow. Who knows? Who knows what they will say? You know, Mr. Donovan, there are people that do not want this exchange to even ever take place. So can you come tomorrow? And we will discuss the decision. And it's Powers for Apple.
And Frederick Pryor.
No, as I said, Pryor is being held in German Democratic Republic.
And I'm confident that you can make that happen.
I am simply a second secretary at Soviet Embassy for a foreign power, Mr. Donovan.
Okay.
You should go see Mr. Vogel, I think. I will give you the address.
So there actually is a Mr. Vogel?
Why would you think otherwise? It's a short cab ride. And in this weather, Mr. Donovan, you should have an overcoat.
Mine was taken from me.
What do you expect? It was from 6th Avenue, wasn't it?
Well, what are we talking about?
Donald Miller. He acted a little strangely when he returned to class.
He did?
He did. A little odd. Yes. Can you tell me what happened?
How was he acting strangely?
Well, I don't know how to explain it. He laid his head on the desk.
So he was
And
more
then
an
he-
impression that you had.
Yes, that's it.
But he didn't say anything.
No. What happened in the rectory?
Happened?
Mm-hmm.
Did he say anything?
No.
I had a talk with him. That's what happened.
About what?
Private matter.
He's 12 years old. What could be private?
Are you going to answer that?
No. The boy's well-being is my responsibility.
The boy's well-being is not in question.
I'm not sure I believe that to be true. I want to know what happened in the rectory.
I object to your tone.
There is nothing wrong with my tone, and it's not about your tone as either. I am trying to arrive at the truth.
The truth of what?
What happened in the rectory? You know what I'm talking about, Father Flynn, don't you? You're controlling the issue with your face, the facial expressions, aren't you?
My face. What exactly are you accusing me of?
I'm not accusing you of anything, Father Flynn. I want you to tell me what happened in the rectory.
I don't wish for this to continue. If you are dissatisfied with that, I suggest you speak to Monsignor Benedict. I can only imagine that this behavior comes from overwork. Have a good morning, sister.